Yo! Black Panther and Captain America is coming out very soon. It is a video game where you play as both of them, or you can play as both of them, and it is set in World War II. Now this has got me thinking, what other team, like the very first superhero team in comic book history, that was around in World War II when they were being made? They have stories outside of like war and everything, obviously, but they are most known to like the public audience as a World War II team, and that's the Justice Society of America. So I thought, why not just try and figure out what a game like that would look like? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what the whole campaign layout would look like. Now, I'm thinking a campaign where it's one campaign for each of them, but the campaign has two different stories, so at the end, I'll tell you just how many campaigns there would be, but as of right now, let me just go ahead and tell you the team-ups for each campaign. Keep in mind there are a ton of JSA members, and this is just the ones that I think would have to be in it. I'll also give a short synopsis on what I think the campaign with each of these two characters could be. Now, the first team is going to be Jay Garrick and Wildcat. Now, they are all going to be sent in as a team to do individual missions, and they will eventually fight, what's his name? Oh my god, I think his name is Captain Nazi. I'm fairly certain. I'll put his name and like his whole character up right here, but I'm fairly certain that's his name. Yeah, they were not very like vague about about the villain's name, but yeah, I figured he would be the perfect enemy for them. He's just a really super strong, super intelligent enemy. They could be trying to destroy, like fighting, like it would be an open world type of thing. Like they would actually be on the beach of Normandy and stuff like that. I think that would be cool. Think kind of the animated movie where Flash goes back in time and the JSA is there and everything, and he figures out that he's not back in time, he's in an alternate universe, that type of stuff. But yeah, it would be kind of like that. But Jay and Wildcat would be the ones on the front lines. They would be the distraction team, I guess, is basically what they would be. And the second team would be Alan Scott, Green Lantern, and Dr. Midnight. I thought this would be really cool because, Alan Scott's whole oath is evil cannot pierce the light of the Green Lantern or whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like a whole... He has a really cool oath, but I can't really remember it right off the top of my head right now. But yeah, I thought that, and then Dr. Midnight having to use the darkness and everything, like for him to be able to see and everything, would be a really cool dichotomy just because of their powers and everything. And honestly, I just think Dr. Midnight is awesome, and Alan Scott is by far my favorite one, so seeing them together would be really cool. I think this team would probably be... Oh, I don't know. This could be a really good infiltration team. Like, the Wildcat and Jay would be the distraction team to keep the army coming, and then like they would have to deal with the actual, like, I don't know, there would be like robots and stuff, kind of like Wolfenstein, you know what I mean, that they have to fight. So this would be one of the teams that goes in to try and destroy whatever lab experiment that the Captain Nazi has. I think, maybe, I don't know. The third team would be, well, depending on how you play the campaigns, they would all be unlocked, but you know what I mean. Depending on how you play it, the third team is Spectre and Dr. Fate. I did this because I want them to be completely busted, but I also want them to be the first ones to figure out something is going on. So the Dr. Fate goes because, the chaos energy that's coming from whatever Captain Nazi is dabbling in called him forth, and then the Spectre is there for revenge. Like, he's literally just there to bring revenge to Captain Nazi and everything like that. For, I mean, he's a Nazi, of course vengeance is going to come for him. But yeah, they end up getting dispelled to the Chaos Realm, or literally anything. They get like a full-on supernatural battle for survival type of thing, where they have to basically find a whole bunch of runes in the Chaos Realm or something. And I thought that would be a good little way to have them in the game, but not completely busted throughout the other campaigns, because in the JSA, Dr. Fate and the Spectre are by far the strongest. Don't get me wrong, Alan Scott is up there, and the Flash is, I mean, Jay's the slowest of the Flashes, but being a speedster in DC at all makes you absolutely busted. But I mean, yeah, those are definitely the strongest four, so I thought maybe keep those two benched for a while, like in a different dimension until the very end. The fourth team is Hourman and Hawkman. I honestly just thought that their relationship would be cool to dive into. Hawkman is very abrasive and in your face, and Hourman is kind of, I don't know, he's kind of more reserved, I guess, until he actually takes the drug. I would not want this game to delve into the whole drug addiction side of Hourman, please. This is not the game for that. This is supposed to be like a fun beating up Nazis as the Justice Society type of game, not a philosophical game about the woes of drug addiction. Don't get me wrong, Hourman, all the comics that they actually delve into that, absolutely peak. I love those storylines, but please don't do that with this. This would honestly be, I don't know, we have the distraction team, we have the infiltration team, we have a team that's trapped in an alternate dimension. I think Hourman and Hawkman, they're both extremely powerful physically, so I'm thinking maybe they could be, I don't know, while Jay and Wildcat are actually on the main lines of battle and everything, these two are in the trenches. Like the Jay and Wildcat are out in the open, while these two get to be in the trenches. And Hawkman, whenever you play as him, can fly up and take out air helicopters and planes and jets and stuff like that. I think that would be cool. That would be really cool, actually. Let him be the aerial support while Hourman gets to be the bruiser down on the bottom. So Hourman is in the trenches, and then Hawkman is in the sky protecting him from planes and stuff. I think that would be cool. That would actually be sick. Let's do that. Yeah, I like that. Next, we got Sandman and the Atom. The Atom is another one that's just physically powerful. So, I mean, I figured I'd put him with someone that's more strategic based, honestly, is what I was thinking. I think having... Okay. First team is on the beaches where it's like wide open and everything. Second team is going into the lab, like actually going into the fortress to take it out. Third team is trapped in the Chaos Realm until the second team, this fourth team, Sandman and the Atom, are going to be going to destroy whatever is holding Spectre and Dr. Fate, because they need them to actually be able to do what they're wanting to do. I think that would work. Yes, that would work. Yeah, I think we can all agree that would be a good campaign for it. And then at the very end, they all team up against whatever dark force was. Actually, you know what? I just had an idea. Yeah, okay, this is completely new. I had to go and grab the picture for this video, but Eclipso. Bring in Eclipso. Him and Captain Nazi are teamed up for whatever reason. It's based on the Justice Society, the old comics. You can come up with a reason. I'm sure you can. There's a panel of Spectre riding a star to fight a giant dragon like he's Kirby. Okay, you can figure out something, some weird reason that those two would team up. I mean, seriously, Eclipso is evil, first of all, and you know what else is evil? Nazis. And honestly, if Captain Nazi had the chance of Eclipso possessing him to give him more power, I would love to see the ending be like Eclipso possessing him and then Captain Nazi just brute forcing his will to like take over his body, so it's still Captain Nazi at the end. I think that would fit the World War II aesthetic more than Eclipso taking over Captain Nazi's body like fully. I don't know, or maybe they're arguing throughout the fight and that's how you end up defeating them, something like that. But the main boss fight, you would be able to choose any of the heroes, and whoever you use gives you a new ending. Nothing huge or anything, it's just whoever has the final lines and everything. Some of them will look into the camera and give you a motivational speech. Some of them will say our work here is done and teleport. That would more than likely be Dr. Fate or Spectre that do that kind of crap. But someone like Jay or I don't know who else does that. Wildcat, maybe. Wildcat would probably tell Captain Nazi to rub some mud on it or something. But yeah, I think Jay would probably give a motivational speech, or like literally anything. I think it would be cool to whoever you play as gets the final lines and everything. Man, this would be such a cool game. Maybe it's just because I'm a huge Justice Society fan. I can tell you right now, it is just because I'm a huge JSA fan. But yeah, if you watch this video, you definitely are too. So, in the bio, the channel bio, my link tree, you can go to my merch shop and get any of these Alan Scott pins, stickers, keychains, literally anything, to be completely honest. And I'm dropping more JSA merch soon. Please, if you're a JSA fan, check it out because I genuinely think it's really good. If you guys want a full-on video of me like giving a rundown of every single detail of what this game could be, I could start a script. Not really a script, I don't really like reading scripts, but just a bullet point thing, so that I can give you guys even more information on what I think this game should be. Like, this would just be a really fun game, wouldn't it? And then like you could bring Shazam in as a DLC character later, and have Black Adam come in as the villain of his story. And honestly, you could get all the JSA villains and these and have a spin-off like online mode where you just fight, kind of like a hero shooter, but just JSA. I think that would be really fun. But yeah, I don't know. This seems like a really good idea, and DC hasn't had a good video game in a while, so they should just try this, please. We just see how Captain America and Black Panther do. If it does good, you'll know that this type of game is good to go. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think this would be a lot of fun. If you have any JSA type of characters that you think should be in this game, or if you have a better villain than Eclipso, you probably do, then please go ahead and comment them. As always, please like and subscribe. We're really close to 500 subscribers, and I know I've been saying as always a lot. I do that every single outro for some reason, but as always, see ya!